I hope that camera don't fall. It's like on the edge of falling. All right, guys, we got another Slick Rick video for you. We're trying to build it. But before we talk about Slick Rick, I have to let you guys know we are giving away brown sugar. You guys will be seeing this video. It'll be, what's today? Is today Saturday? So it'll be Sunday when you guys see this video. It's your last chance to get these shirts right here. They're triple entry on top of whatever multiplier we have today because the bonus wheel got spun at the track. Ira, Boost Doctor, spun the bonus wheel, so let's see what he picks. All right, guys. Hey, we got a special guest. Come on in here. Hey, come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. We need you. Come here, Ira. Come on. Hey, we got a very special guest for today's prize wheel. Come on. Come on.
Step right up.
Hey, step right up. Hey, man, what kind of bullshit y'all doing? All right, guys. We're giving away brown sugar. Here's our bonus wheel. We're gonna have the man himself, Boost Doctor.
Oh, I'm about to win.
Give it a spin. Hey, whatever.
Then I'm gonna come back and kick your ass with it.
Whatever it lands on, every order today gets. Hey, give her a spin. Let's see what they get.
Me?
Hey, you gotta go online and order to win.
You get the bet. You get the bet next week.
Hey, look at this one. If you land here, cash in your order. You can go on there. You can actually make money. Buy a t-shirt. Get $100.
Look,
I don't know if you can handle a car like that.
I don't know
some bullshit, man.
Hey.
I'm spinning this wheel. What I'm getting out of spinning?
You gonna get a smile and
the vet next
get an
week.
LSX pillow.
They on some bullshit.
Hey, give her a spin. Give her a spin. Come on.
What's the best one to get? What's the best one to have?
I'm going with
is
cash.
king. Hey, you know what? Hold on. For
Oh,
you.
so I win $100.
No, you got to spin it for you. You probably want some signed merch.
He'll sign your dash right
I don't
now.
want that bullshit.
Give her a spin. Give her a spin.
Hey, man, you got bearings in this thing. Can I spin it?
All right, here we go. Boost Doctor. Yeah, we got some big names on this right here. What do we got? Hey, you've been working out. It's a good spin. What do we got? What do we got? Free shit.
Hey, man, why do y'all even have this shit on here? Like, man, take that shit.
We got free shit.
I need another spin, man.
Free shipping.
John ain't gonna charge you to ship your ass whipping.
Alright, guys, go to lsnax.com. Every order today, because of Ira, gets free shipping. Hey, give him a big thanks. Maybe follow him on Instagram. Just a little follow on Instagram.
Boost Doctor.
Alright, guys, you saw it there. You get free shipping on all orders placed today.
Shipping! Oh my God! Free shipping!
Free shipping on all orders today. And if you get this shirt in your order, you get triple entries for that shirt as well. It's the last day you can get this shirt. It is limited edition. We have free shipping. Go to lsnax.com. Every dollar you spend gets you entered to win for brown sugar, your own 1200 horsepower turbo LS Swap G-Body. All Slick Rick here. For those of you guys that don't know what the deal is with Slick Rick, 481X, Proline, Hearts, 140 millimeter turbo, Rock Solid Motorsports turbo kit. We bought this car off Jody Voiles, and right now we are building it.
Building them. So, all kinds of stuff. Right now we're doing some,
Yeah?
she building.
Yeah, you building it, Ava?
So, today we've been doing some stuff. I don't know if we talked about the brake lines. Did the brake lines.
Oh yeah, all brake lines, all stainless steel brake line stuff. Absolutely badass. Matt did a really good job on that stuff. Looks really good. Obviously, we're going to have a firewall covered up there.
Yep.
So everything will be solid there.
Yeah, it goes under, crossover. There are exhaust back pressure. Goes right here. So.
Oh, just throw it around, why don't you?
Stainless dashboard tube. Always on your exhaust back pressure do stainless because some of the carbon stuff can rust and deteriorate.
We got a big box of goldfish, which are getting us through the Saturday.
Yep.
So we're doing that.
Yeah. We got a lot to do on this thing, and we're just trying to just knock whatever else we can out. And right now,
we don't even have a list for them. We're just doing everything that we could see.
if I see it, I'm like, I'm doing it. So, been working on the turbo drain. This line right here is going to be all hard line.
Waiting on the fitting. Be here tomorrow, actually.
Yep, a little bit shorter. Get that knocked out. Underneath, it's kind of been moving.
Oh, you want to talk about this?
I was like, hey, be careful with that because these bend really easy. And then John's like, shit, I think I bent it. Even she gets pissed off at him.
Yeah, definitely bent it. We bent it back. So now we're good to go, ready to shock travel. We have all Low Dollar Motorsports sensors on this. We run all the Low Dollar Motorsports stuff on really everything. Their shock travel sensors. You're using their temperature sensors as well. The track temp, tire temp.
Track temp. We're about to go over that. So we did that. Got a CO2 bottle mount done today.
Yeah, here we'll go. We'll come over here, check it out.
There's a lot going on. There's a lot of wires, but it's just kind of, we got like,
we're just doing a little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything. So here's the mount right here. Oh, if you saw,
my God, the lights. Start singing into the lights. Come on, start singing.
I want my So, got a Joe's Racing product top mount. Just welded the tube right there, and then
custom nasty racing products.
Yeah, custom nasty racing products, and it goes down in there, and it fits in a little tiny stainless sleeve right there. Tighten it down. So what's going to happen is you're going to have your CO2 mounted right here. Our valve is going to go right here, so John's going to reach right there. He can reach this. Everything can be reached from the driver, so it's not like...
This is something we've learned from the Black Sheep.
Yep. So always put everything in reach of the driver. That way he can get to anything. So it's, you don't want to be... The biggest thing, there's been so many times, which I'm going to put a panic... So I've been thinking, and I'm going to put a panic button in here that'll like strobe all the lights on the car, interior, exterior, everything. So that way, if John's like, hey, I'm ready to go, and something happens with his radio, and he's like, there's a situation that he needs to have addressed.
Right now, I just stick my arm out the car, and I'm like slapping the roof.
Yeah,
and like,
nobody's paying attention, and then you get like some random starter comes up, and he's just like, what? So now it'll be panic mode, and we can see lights flash, and we'll know like, hey, there's a problem, and we can get to him.
I feel like we need to have two different settings, like a slow panic, and then if it's ever like rapid panic, like start running around like that episode of SpongeBob.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I like that
Devil
too.
panic, like hold for
like serious issue.
Yes, like I had a heart attack. So we got that. I mounted the, here's the temperature sensors. So it looks very similar to like a Raychem RAY3 or Raytech, not Raychem. But these infrared temp, and I have them up here. You can see. Just kind of doing some testing here. Right there on the bottom, we have track temp.
Zoom in here.
And tire temp.
Yeah. This
one's wired up to the track temp, so I'm running it across my hand and away from it, so you guys can see like a.
Hold on, let me zoom out now.
That's battery temperature, 130.
That's pretty. It's that quick.
Yeah. So it's very, like I said, when we're
doing
doing
get my finger. I want to see how hot's my finger. 86, 90 degrees? 90?
So,
okay, I'm barely living.
Like I said, with these, I mounted the tire temperature one. It's right here. So it's shooting straight through here to the rear firewall, straight onto the tire.
So it's actually hitting the tire right now?
Yeah, it's on the tire right now.
So the tire right now is 77 degrees.
78.
Put your hand in front of it. I want to see if it goes up. I want to see if he's lying to us on camera. Oh, he's not lying. He actually has it wired up.
So, yeah, I got it mounted, and it's very fast. So I can see in the data, like MK Ultra, like if it starts to spin the tire or haze the tire, you can actually see tire temp will be real steady, and then it'll come back up. So it's really good because you can. I've even played with like having the line lock and the burnout and everything.
And the rolling burnout.
It gets the tire temperature the exact same every time. So
what have you found the most consistent?
During the burnout, the tire temperature will read like 300. But after you back up and you sit there for a second, it usually levels off. Mine, I try to shoot for 30 degrees above track temp. So that's always done good for me. No other issues with that. Sometimes, you know, a little bit colder, a little bit hotter, you can look in the track, you can kind of see. So it's just really every car, like, you know, it's data. Can't get it wrong with too much data. So we got this mounted. We're gonna mount this one somewhere in here, probably right next to the battery tray, shooting down. So
dude, I love it.
So those are for we actually have it set up to where it runs to John's mic, so when he's on the big, get your gun out, the lights are going. So we got that. We'll swing over here to the other side.
Oh yeah, we do. Matt's been tabbing everything out, and this is like, I'd like to say this is your last hurrah before the plasma table's up, and you're making everything on the plasma table.
Yeah.
So then what's going to be cool is we're going to offer the stuff that we make, right? Like if we make a tab that bolts to, you know, this shifter, we'll make it available for you guys to have as well. So like this is a rotary switch tab for a Mickey shifter.
Yep. So it bolts to the front of the Mickey shifter, or really anywhere on the bottom. You know, it's that one's we cut it out by hand. It's nothing crazy. With the plasma, I can draw something up in Fusion, and it can have a very aesthetically pleasing. It can have lightning holes or be like a grid style or something, or scalloped. You could do that with a grinder, but
we're getting it done.
We're just getting it done. So yeah, if you swing the camera around over here, you have your 12 position switch. So like right now, it's at position 5, and we're running it down, and then 0. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna set the car up on 0. So that'll be no adjustments. And then you have negative. So if everything, we are like, hey, we're gonna run the same tune-up, we're gonna be at 0. If we get up there and say, hey John, the track's,
they're just spraying right in front of you.
They're just spraying right in front of you, and the track's gonna be killer, he can turn it up by going into positive.
So is that, like, here's a question for the people at home. So is that going to be like in direct correlation to timing? Like maybe,
so you
or can you have like one click's gonna add timing, the next click's gonna add timing and boost?
You could do it all however you wanted to through the advanced tables in the Holley. So you could do just timing, you could do timing. For me, I like to do everything with timing because it's the same every time. It's very consistent. It's instantaneous. It's not like boost, like air changes, how fast it comes in. There's so many different variables that happen with boost that doing your power management with boost is not the best thing. It's what you need to do is you need to pick a boost level that's
we pretty much run all out.
Yeah, you pick a boost level that's too much, and then reduce your power with timing. So with this, we can reduce more. We can say, hey, everybody's hitting the tires. There's not a good spot up there. We just need to go down so John can reach over and dial some more out of it.
Yeah, or that's all he's doing right there.
Yeah, just turning it right here. So driver can reach it, do it instantaneous. Or if you're testing, he goes up, zips the tires off, we're backing up. There ain't no law against it. We're doing it. So a lot of people, I mean, there's probably been races where we have won the race first round.
Because we get an extra test hit.
Yeah, we backed up. Everybody else hit the tires.
And what that is we go out there and we try something, right? And if it sticks, everyone's screwed. If it doesn't, then we have a chance. We back up, and then we have, you're making 2 passes, but not only are you just making 2 passes, really, you're saving so much time because it would take so much longer to just drive down, cool the car off, get back in the lanes, get suited up, just so much more work.
Yeah, and then the track could change. They might have sprayed, and then you don't have like they didn't spray tune-up. So he hits the tires. I say back it up. He hauls ass backwards. Hopefully doesn't run over me. Dials a couple down in there. I say, let's go to position 2. Or let's go to position 4. If I'm like, wow, that was way too much, go to 4. If it was like barely, like, I think you guys saw that when we were at Darlington. I had MK Ultra out there. I hit the tires one time, but I could feel it. Like, when you're in the car, you can feel it. Like, you're like, it's almost went. Like, you can tell it's just so close, so you dial a little bit out.
And what do you, when it does hook up, you're good. You don't have to mess with it.
No, yeah, you're good. Or, if you're like, shit, I turn up, or if you're like, I need to really sporty tune up, you crank it up. So with that, you can make all your adjustments. It's right there, nice and accessible for the driver.
But out of the way, you're not going to mess with it.
Yeah, not going to be banging it. There's nothing around there that's going to be, you accidentally hit it. I have mine on the steering wheel over there. I mean, you can mount them really anywhere. They're very easy. It's just a 3-wire, goes straight to the Holley and everything. So advanced table 0 to 5 volt sensor. So if you can wire up any sensor, you can wire up one of those.
Highly recommend.
Yep, highly recommend. So
we're giving you guys the tricks to make your race program better.
There's so many little things that make a huge difference, and if you can put all the little things together, you really have a big advantage. Because when we're racing, we're not out there, we're not like better than everybody else, or we got some something that everybody else can't get or anything like that. I feel to have a good racing program, everything needs to be consistent. You need to have a game plan, and you got to have a strategy, and this is our strategy, to where we can make changes. The car's reliable. Like when we're building this thing, like right now we're just kind of putting everything together, but when we really put it all together, we're going to go over it with a fine-tooth comb, and we're going to think like, all right, when it's running, is this wire is
in the way? Could it be bumped or dislodged?
Yeah,
or something
could it be
like
bumped
that?
or dislodged?
Like we're not, like, one thing that I already mentioned is we're not running a transmission cover or anything like that. So for some reason, getting in the car, you bump those. So we're gonna build like some sort of shield, or Matt even said we're going to.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna epoxy. I'm gonna put a non-insulated spade on here, and then a epoxy whole entire setup with some heat shrink over it.
That way, you'll never bump it. It'll come loose.
It won't come off. It's just on there, and then it'll have another connector out here, like a DT connector that has a locking style. You know, we're going
Stuff like that. I mean, that's the stuff that we try. We try to think of everything.
Yeah, going over the brakes. You know, make sure that you're going to be chafing or rubbing against something. Make sure that you don't have any exhaust stuff is blowing down in there. I see a lot of guys, they like when their wastegate dumps, they're not looking what is dumping, because you'll think you're not. The thing you got to treat it too. It's not sitting still. The car is going down the track, so your wastegate dump might be directed down, but this far behind it could be all some sensitive wiring, and then the dump is blowing back hot air over that because the air blowing it. You know, you're going 150 mile an hour. It's coming in the back toward the wiring. So you just need to look at all that, and if you do all that, you won't have any issues. And then like safety stuff, you know, make sure that everything's mounted.
We're doing carbon.
Yeah, we're gonna do
all here for driver containment purposes.
Just because it looks badass. This is required now, I'm pretty sure.
Yes. Yes.
By your feet. This is not, but we're going to do it just because I think it looks very aesthetically pleasing.
Also, we're probably going to put some padding on
yeah,
here.
some knee padding. So that's one thing, you know, I never in my life, you know, I thought, yeah, this has got some padding around the roll bar there. We already have a race tech in there, so we're good on that. But one thing you don't think about is your legs. And my knee got banged up bad. Like, I had a hard time walking for, you know, a month almost, just because I hit the soft part of the tissue on my knee right there, right on the door bar X. So definitely, you know, some padding there. Wouldn't have, I mean, I think what we could do is we could do the carbon piece here and then do another whole padding thing that went over
just the whole thing. Yeah.
Some things it's like weight. There's some things to me that there's just no,
it doesn't matter if it's,
I don't care how much it weighs, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
So we'll try to make it light, try to do that, because cars, you know, it's a race car. We don't really have a minimum weight if we, depending on what class we race, but some of the classes don't have a minimum weight. We come out there at 2,000 pounds if we could get that light. But so far, I think we've been pretty
good about it.
Pretty conservative weight consciousness. We're not trying to add nothing, but.
Well, we're going to, I guess, get back to it. Keep knocking some stuff out. I'll set the camera up on time lapse. We'll keep plugging away, and we're just kind of going over everything. We're going to pretty much build everything until we're like, all right, I think we got almost everything. Then take it all back apart, do a final assembly on it. So
yeah, put it all back together. I'm thinking probably before we disassemble it, probably plumb it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Probably maybe plumb it. Well, we're not gonna be able to fire it.
Yeah, no, plumb it. Get it all plumbed and everything, and then take it apart. Take it apart one time. Do our touch-up painting. Add any little last-minute things, and then when we put it together, that
in a car like this, I mean, honestly, it'll be the first time we fully put it together. But it should really only take about a day to completely, from just a chassis, put it all together.
Yeah, we've been really conservative, so that's one of the things that I feel like we have an advantage over some other, like some of the guys. They build great cars, but you know, they might not be racing them, and then I might not be working on them all the time. And whenever I build something, I know, like when we're at the track, how we're going to do stuff. Like, we build it.
It's a tool.
We build it to work on it. We build it to where it's not like, oh wow, this takes absolutely forever, when it could just be re-engineered. So far everything's been good. You know, our bullhorns come off easy. They're braced. All the turbo stuff. We got the turbo mount from Parker Speed that he did, and the turbo drain that goes into the tube.
Also, if you have a Hertz turbo, we have 2 more of these flanges for sale. Hit me up. We're the only people making them. It's a T7 flange with dual 3.5-inch inlet, right?
Yep.
Right. So we got if you guys have a Hertz turbo, they sell a very expensive one that is not as easy and nice as this one.
Yep. So it's rotated, so it's very nice flange. So we're gonna do that, like bolting all this up. We're gonna be doing some lines here. Not gonna hard line the wastegates or anything.
Yeah, all vacuum lined, so we have it with us if we have to repair it, everything like that. So.
Yeah, well, this one, I think on this one we're gonna do the when we're at Brown and Miller, we'll do the dash 4. They're good crimp stuff. Interior stuff we'll do out of that, just because heat and everything, like that stuff, you're not gonna melt it or anything. A little bit more flexible, because the hard line, I have seen it crack, because you know, hot side moves a lot. Turbo's gonna be vibrating, moving around, so.
So all right, yeah, I got these wheels for sale still. Sold the chutes and everything off the back. $1,200 wheels and tires, spindle mount, big strange, Weld Alumistar. So hit me up if you guys are interested in that, and we're gonna get to work here.
Oh, are you gonna release how much it weighs?
No. It weighs 6,000 pounds.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, it's very heavy. Sorry, we made everything out of lead. smacking behind the camera right now.
I like that candy. That candy's good. All right, so there's a few things in building a car. And you run into a lot of how are you gonna mount this or how are you gonna mount that? What are you gonna do?
We spend a lot of time just looking at shit.
Looking at shit. How it's gonna mount? Is it gonna get in the way? Are you gonna trip over it?
Almost took me out, bro.
So we got it. Oh man, should we turn our interior lights on? Work lights. Yeah. You don't like that color? All right. How about a purple? Green? All right. So we got our 2 Mac valves here. One of these is for our shifter, and the other one is for the air parachute. And where we were gonna mount them, we weren't really sure. We're probably gonna mount them up here, but getting them mounted, both of them, you know, you could mount one in line and then have another one. And I thought about doing them like this.
Why? Explain why. Why do you have to do that?
Then offsetting them. Well, both of them have an inlet, so you can't really. You can mount them like that, but oh, John, you're gonna.
Are you backpedaling on my idea now?
Oh, it was a. John had an excellent idea of, hey, why don't we mount them like this together?
Oh my god! Don't tell me 1 in 3.
And I was
or 1 in 3 flip flop.
Yeah, and I was like, wow, why haven't I ever done that? But now
1 in 3 or flip flop.
yeah, we got one.
I meant turn it around. That's what I meant.
Oh yeah.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, but then your outlet's blocked off when you're placing there.
Damn, this is just a real kick in the nuts.
John he literally said, I'm gonna pick up the camera and you have to tell him about my idea.
And it was too good to be true.
It's too good. So, because whenever you mount it like that, they're in line. So
one is an inlet.
Yeah, one's an
one's
inlet.
A vent.
Yeah, one's outlet that's not active until you arm the solenoid. So what we'll probably do is we'll just make a 2 different mount. You could do a sheet metal mount, so like it's like a Z shape, so it's like that.
Or we could just get 2 individual mounts and just weld them on at different angles.
Yep, so you have one mount there, one mount there. You think the shifter would have the solenoid built into it?
Come on, M&M shifters.
Yeah, there's enough room in there to.
Does the operator have one built into it?
No, I think well, I don't know, maybe. I know an unnamed company that I'm not going to name makes a CO2 Mac valve mount for an M&M shifter. But yeah, so we're gonna work on that some more. But this is kind of what goes into. I have some mounts for these that I made that are 3D printed, but I don't have 3D.
So one of those is the shifter, one of those is the air launcher.
Yep. So preferably both of them together. I think that's how the wiring's pinned out. Yep, together right there. So
pretty close.
Yeah, somewhere in there they need to maybe mount them.
Ooh.
Drill into the carbon and just can't get to it, or maybe do them like here.
So just for like ergonomical routing sense, we're gonna have our regulator come off here, and that's gonna go to our valve, and then our valve's gonna U back to there.
Yep. So this will go back to here, and we'll also have the parachutes going back there. So we'll have air going.
And then it'll have a line from there going back to the shifter, and a line from there going up to the parachute.
Yeah. So my plan was the line's gonna come through here, go down, catch the shifter, go up, catch the pneumatic cylinder for the air parachute. So that'll just get there. But it's kind of what goes into mounting them. Like, you don't know how you're gonna do it.
We've got a couple hours of holding stuff up in different places today.
Yeah, not the valves, but just everything. You know, just see how we like it, see what's gonna get in the way.
And you really have to think about.
Yeah, we were about to make that brag. I was like, hell yeah, John, and then.
Leave me alone. You have to think about when you're, you know, like where you're routing stuff. Like you just said, you can't have them pressed up against one another because the vent would be blocked. Like, there's a lot of thought that needs to go into this stuff.
Yeah, we could probably. I mean, if we could do
A spacer.
A spacer.
I kind of like them on that bulkhead back there.
Yeah, like here. So you could tee it. One goes in there. See the outlet, so we could flip them upside down. So we got a 90 going this way, and a 90 right there going there, and then a 90 up, and then a 90 up.
Yeah. So you're gonna run one? Well, oh, you could. What you could do is you could just run a T fitting through the center and just have one feed for both of them.
Yeah, that's why I was gonna like do a Y. And, well, no, because the.
So you have to have one flipped up, one flipped down, right? And then you could just put a T, right?
Yeah, you could do that.
You could have a T in there, and then you can have both your outlets. One would come around, and one would go straight over.
So.
Then you'd have one feed going to it.
You have a MPTT with both sides, and then a.
Oh, I'm sure in here we do. Or I can, very soon.
Yeah, we can order one.
Yeah. I like that. What's your thought? Hold them up there upside down like that. See, this is what we do. This is what we do for hours on end. And then you feed it from the bottom, and then you'll have your one outlet. Yeah,
feed in right there.
Yep.
Push lock, and then
outlet there, an outlet there, and then you could leave your wiring down on this bar right here, or on this bar there, and we'll feed it when we come off of.
Is it long enough right there to?
Oh yeah.
To go. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. You're good. And then right off the valve, we'll go down this bar, and then we'll run on the lower bar all the way up to it.
For the airline to the shifter?
No, from this to the valve, from the CO2 valve to the MAC valves.
Well, so what I was going to do is I was going to run the thing up, so you come out, you have all your CO2 airline running down here, and then this one goes up and right to the top. Perfect.
What you think, Ava?
She likes it. So yeah, we've been testing some other stuff, make sure the trans brake's working, make sure the line lock or the lockup solenoid, dump valve, all that. So we're gonna be rocking and rolling. Shock travel's kind of. We're gonna run some different shocks on it. Get some QA1s on this bad boy.
Hell yeah, QA1's the front.
Yeah. So it's getting close. I mean, we could probably start plumbing it.
Yeah. We're getting like
next week.
We're knocking out all the brackets, so like we're getting all the bracket stuff done, and then
we got a wedding coming up.
Yeah.
With BJ.
Yeah, BJ's getting cuffed. Married.
I think the race car will stay around.
The race car's obviously staying around. Are you kidding me?
You got a kid and get married, like.
Are you kidding me? The race car's not going anywhere.
We approve of this marriage. Some of them.
CC is making sure that thing is going down track.
Yep.
So. All right. Well, we're just knocking them out.
Yep. Got our tire temp, track temp mounted, ready to go. We need to do a window net.
Oh, you're welding up this right here. We didn't even talk about this bracket that you were making. So that's what you saw Matt running back and forth while I was cleaning stuff up.
Yeah.
You already got tacked up?
Yeah, I got tacked up. It's pretty beefy, but I wanted to make it a little bit overbuilt, just because plugging this thing on and off all the time. So on this back side, I might even weld like a little tab right here to really support it, because ain't nothing worse than plugging up a battery hookup and it breaks off.
Yep.
Not fun.
Yep.
So I'm gonna do that. Oh, we gotta build a bracket for our quick connects for our training cooler.
Yeah, we need to get those too. We're gonna run those up here.
Yep.
Dude, leave me alone.
Before.
We'll hang it off the bottom of this bar right here.
Yeah, I like that.
And then we'll have the transmission lines. They'll just come straight through the firewall. Like you can literally have them come through the firewall right over here.
Yeah.
Right.
Or underneath. We'll just go underneath the frame rail and then
like 8L clamp them up and have them right here. We'll have a 90 off of the fittings.
Yep.
So we'll have your in and out.
Yeah, just so there's no
slop, no slack, nothing.
Yeah, no line, no pressurized lines inside the thing.
Yeah.
More than they have to be. So, one thing I do want to talk about. Boy, Frank
hooking it up.
Sent us a goodie box. Really appreciate it. Got a really nice letter. A little personal. I'm not going to read it, but just talking about whenever I wrecked and He enjoys everything we talk about on the channel. Send us a bunch of chocolate. I like chocolate. I like candy. I don't even know what kind of candy.
Oh no, these things right here are smacking, bro. These things, I've been having my hand in those all day. Tutti Frutti, bro.
Yeah, I've been eating them. We got some chocolate. Some of it, it's like 90 degrees here. It arrived melted, but it's in the toter in the refrigerator. So
shout out.
Yeah, shout out to him. He's got a 69 Barracuda, 600-inch all motor. I'm not gonna knock you for that. We'll let you slide because you sent us candy. But
Matt loves the boost.
Yeah, no, a little boost or nitrous.
Are you gonna show his car?
Yeah, no, I'm looking at it.
No, show it to the people.
No, yeah.
You were cherishing it. Look at that right there. Pretty sick.
Big tire, bracket car, bracket racer.
What's it say? What's it say on there? It's kind of gotten messed up. I'm sitting here. Wild thing, maybe.
Wild, maybe.
Maybe.
Let's see if it.
Maybe. We have our address in the description below, so every once in a while people send us, goodie baskets, or they send Ava toys, or they'll send us a personal letter, some stickers. So we definitely appreciate it. We appreciate everyone watching, supporting.
Got a recipe on here for John. I'm pretty sure he's Greek. If you are Greek, his name's Frank. I'm not gonna say his last name. Fun fact: I grew up in Florida, Tarpon Springs, huge Greek sponge fishing community. So, opa.
Oh my god, dude, the shit that Matt says is literally just unbelievable. Yeah, these videos, like, we get really good support on videos when we're at the track. We get really good support on videos when we're doing wild stuff, but it's you guys, the real OGs, that are watching us build these cars, because sometimes, like today, like when Matt's been making brackets on everything, I've been cleaning up, picking up, we've just been looking at a lot of stuff, going over wiring, going over like everything, just kind of like setting the car up to be raced. Like, this is a lot of the legwork that you have to put in. That's like I wouldn't say it's not really all that fun. It's work.
No, it's work. I mean, I'd love out. It'd be better if I wish you just snap your fingers, they're built, and then you just go out and race them. But this is part of it.
Yeah, and it means a lot that you guys will stick around and watch these videos, because I know a lot of people don't want to watch these videos, but the whole purpose of the channel is, it's a daily vlog.
You show everything. Like, you got to think. All the other channels, big ones, they cut to it. They're putting the car on the dyno and they're going and racing it, or they're at the track or anything. They don't, we're doing a video every day, so it's hard. I mean,
this is real life. We're building it. If you want to see what it's like to build a Pro 275 car.
Bastards out there always like, oh, John's this, or Matt's haircut, or y'all had the same shirt on yesterday. Video yourself every single day.
Every day. I've been doing this for 3 years. So, but no, it means a lot for those of you guys that'll support us when we're doing this stuff, when we're doing the builds, when we're working on them, and not just watching us go out there and race them, because this is the work that gets you to the winner's circle. So, big shout out to everybody watching, all the companies, all the people supporting. We got Matt here, always busting his ass, and I think the future of LS Nasty, Nasty Racing products. What else? What's another one? RCR is going to be huge. So I know I'm excited for what the future holds. We're working on what we have in front of us right now. But if you think this is like a big deal, I think some of the other stuff we have coming is a much bigger deal than this.
Oh yeah,
like the big picture.
Yeah, this is a very nice car. But I feel like if we have some extra time, we got some big picture things coming up. We got some big picture. It's going to be potentially talks about another car in the future named after a dinosaur. That's all I'm going to say. So thank you guys so much for watching. We're in here working on it. As Matt would say, Matt, what are we doing? Building them.
We're building them. So we're going to get back to building them. I'm going to let you guys go. We got to build them. We got a lot of work to do on this guy. So we're going to get to it. I think, what time is it now? It's like 11 o'clock on a Saturday. We worked a whole day today on Saturday because car's not going to build itself. So we're in here.
Other stuff. I mean, we spent a lot of time about our addition.
Yeah, go over to the LS Nasty YouTube channel. We got a couple of videos up there. We're actually putting an addition on the shop. We're going to go over. Matt and I are actually going to be building the addition. Marcus in-house LS Nasty is going to be pouring the concrete. So we're going over all of that, what we're doing here. So you guys can check all this stuff out. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you guys haven't already, go and subscribe. If you're not entered to win Brown Sugar, you probably live under a rock. We'll see you guys in tomorrow's upload.